What do you think here can be recycled?
Okay.
I'm not gonna do well on this at all.
There seems to be a lot of uncertainty as people deliberate which items are recyclable and which are not. Let's see how they do.
This is recyclable. Or compostable, I think.
This is plastic. I don't really know about that one. This one can be recycled.
This guy is a no, because I think he's got a waxy interior, and to my knowledge, that's a no-go.
Why are so many Duke students, and people all around the country for that matter, struggling with identifying recyclables in their own community? The lack of information and knowledge on recycling in the United States, and especially on a campus of educated and environmentally aware students, is striking. It may be because of the confusing and contradictory set of rules that Durham and many other towns and cities in the country sets out for recycling. Because the United States does not have a cohesive federal recycling program, each community makes their own regulations governing what can and cannot be recycled, making up about 20,000 different programs. Let's continue to see how people do, and let's see what information some people use to determine what to recycle.
So wait, why was that one a no and this one a yes?
Because it's got like the recyclable.
The symbol?
Yeah,
Got it, okay.
symbol.
Do you know anything about the numbers within the symbols?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I usually just look for the symbol, but
Yes?
I'm used to usually plastic, if it's cleaned, is good to recycle.
These guys, I'm pretty sure low numbers, or at least where I'm from, I know 1 through 3 was always a recycle.
In Durham, recyclables include corrugated cardboard, aluminum cans, glass bottles and jars, newspaper, plastic bottles, and steel cans. It is actually unlawful to place any of these items in the trash. However, adhesive-backed paper, paper napkins, towels, and tissues, plastic trays or domes, and number 6 plastic or foam cannot be recycled. This information is found easily by an internet search, but should be common knowledge to those who don't have the time to do research before throwing away an item.
Do you recycle at home?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
How do you decide it at home?
Pretty much. Yeah. If they have the symbols, or if it's paper or tins.
Do you wash out your recycling beforehand?
Or if it's a tin, I'll rinse it out. If it's a water bottle, no. Or a milk carton, no.
Not really. I mean, we have a recycling bin.
Yeah.
We separate, but I'm not really into it,
Yes, we do.
How do you decide at home? Just
Usually the labels, we guess otherwise and hope for the best. If not, though, we'll usually put it in the trash. We're unsure just because I've heard that they can't recycle the bag then or whatever, the whole load if even one thing is not recyclable. So usually they don't take the chance.
They're right. A lack of knowledge about proper recycling techniques leads us to our biggest barrier to recycling: contamination. Contamination occurs when non-recyclables, anything from food waste to plastic bags, are mixed in with recycling. Even a small percentage of contamination can render an entire load of recycling unusable, so that it is taken instead to the landfill. The problem of contamination comes from what is known as aspirational recycling. People recycle anything that they hope can be recycled without actually knowing what can be. Many items that are confused for recyclables can jam machinery and lower the value of the recyclable materials they are mixed with. The single-stream recycling system that is used in many places in the United States, in which all recyclables are placed into the same bin, worsens the contamination crisis and makes recycling that much more confusing. Excessive contamination has had huge economic and environmental implications for the United States in recent years. For years, America shipped millions of tons of plastic recycling to China, but because of the contamination of this imported recycling, it made the process of separating recyclables and non-recyclables difficult and expensive for Chinese workers. In 2018, China, for this reason, announced its ban of almost all plastic trash imports. Because of our long-term dependence on China, United States recycling infrastructure, such as sorting and cleaning machinery, is extremely out of date and underdeveloped, meaning we are ill-equipped to handle recycling efficiently. With the loss of Chinese imports, U.S. localities went from earning hundreds of thousands of dollars from their recyclables each year to paying millions to get rid of them. Cities have increased trash collection fees and decreased recycling programs, some sending most of their recyclables to landfills. Now some U.S. cities have indicated that they give up recycling altogether, given its high costs and difficulty without overseas shipping. But there is still hope in recycling for United States communities. Let's look again at some more positive results.
I think that this can be recycled, this can be recycled, this can be recycled. And this can be recycled if it's rinsed. I'm gonna say no. I believe this is, I don't know what material this is. I don't think it can be recycled though. Especially if it has like food inside. Most of these like will have food in them.
These guys are designed for one use, so I'm saying no here too. I know these guys are compostable, so that's also a no. And these, I think people do like special operations to collect them and recycle them, but they're not naturally.
How can we start to see more results like this? Having clearer and more standardized rules for which items go where is proven to help the process. Berkeley, California has one of the most efficient and successful recycling programs in the country, with minimal contamination, because it requires residents to sort their recycling simply into 2 separate bins rather than using single-stream collection. Many communities have begun to focus on educating residents on proper recycling methods. Some have begun to warn or fine residents for putting contaminated items in recycling bins. Making consumers more aware of their recycling habits and the rules in their community through public education campaigns, brochures, and community events is essential to reducing contamination and decreasing the number of recyclables that end up in landfills.